Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So this time we're doing something a little bit different than a normal speed build, since this is actually a build challenge. Now this is SpringSims June build challenge. He started these I think like last month, and he started with obviously a May one, and this time we're going to be doing the June one. I unfortunately totally forgot about doing the May one, since I don't know how I missed that, but May overall was just a really like chaotic month for me, I guess. So yeah, I forgot about that one. I really wanted to do it, but I figured I want to do at least one of these. So we're doing June's this right now, basically. And basically with these challenges, you're not allowed to change any of the walls that he already placed down. So what you can do is you can go onto the gallery by searching for his gallery ID, which is SpringSims, or by searching the hashtag SpringShell, I think is the hashtag. I will have the correct one in the description if you guys want to check it out, but I will also leave a link to his video where he explains this down in the description for you guys. But basically you download the shell of this house, or this lot, I guess, since you don't have to turn it into a house. It could be anything you want it to be, but basically you download the shell of this build and then you have to turn it into something. Obviously you start without without wallpapers or windows or roofs or anything, so that you can turn it into whatever you want. Now you can't add like a second story onto this build, since you're not allowed to add any exterior walls. You can add like fences and things like that to the exterior. You can add foundations to the exterior, like I did at the back with those little pagoda, I don't know what you would call it, gazebo areas. So you can do that, but you're not allowed to add any like actual walls to the outside. And yeah, that's basically all like most of the rules, I guess. You're also not allowed to change any of the walls that he already placed down. So that big like 3x1 kind of like, not pillar, but almost like a chimney kind of thing that's on the roof, he put that in there and I couldn't change it, so I worked around it. You have to work around what he already has down there. And these pillars, I decided to turn this into like an undercover seating area. But yeah, I haven't even told you guys what we're building, which is a major fail on my part. But we're building a restaurant, actually. You guys probably would have been able to tell that from the title of the video anyway, but yeah, we're building a restaurant. I thought about turning this into a like residential lot, into a home, but then I thought, you know what, I haven't built a community lot in quite a while. I mean, I think the last community lot I built was a bar, I think, for Oasis Springs. And this is actually in Oasis Springs too. He built it originally in Oasis Springs, and I figured the fact that there were already palm trees in the lot and all of like the style of the build, the kind of mid-century vibe, I guess, that the build already had, would work really well in Oasis Springs. So yeah, I decided to turn it into a restaurant instead of a like residential lot, just to do something different that I don't normally do on the channel. And you know, it's quite a small build. There's only one story obviously, and it's quite small, so I didn't want to just make a super tiny house, but I wanted to do something a little bit different that I don't normally do. So I decided on a restaurant, and it's kind of like a seafood vegetarian kind of restaurant. So I did do a whole custom menu and everything for the restaurant before I uploaded it to the gallery, and it has only seafood and vegetarian dishes on the menu. So yeah, it's kind of like a hip little, I don't know what you would call it, but I really like it. It's very open and airy on the inside. Most of the dining space is actually outside. It's actually in the front of the build on that little undercover area with the plants, or outside in the gazebos. There are like I think 3 tables inside, but most of the seating for this restaurant is actually outside, actually, you know, in nature. You know, I love that about this build. That's actually one of the things that made me want to turn it into a restaurant, is the fact that the back of the lot has so much open space for a like yard area, or just, you know, it would have been great for a backyard for a house as well, but I just wanted to use it for this really cool like restaurant with this beautiful garden. I actually went quite overboard with plants in this. I didn't go like super lush or anything, but I did use a lot of plants and they all fit really well into Oasis Springs, but they're everywhere, and I decided to turn it into this cute little like garden. I don't know, like basically an oasis in the desert. That's kind of where the name came from as well. So yeah, that was my kind of thought behind this build, and the whole inside of the build is very, as I said, light and bright with lots of blues, light blues, and then also some grays and whites. So that's kind of the color scheme for this whole build. But yeah, you guys can download it if you want to. It is completely custom content free. I, however, didn't restrict my pack usage at all, but I think the packs that I probably mainly used was probably Dine Out, Spa Day. I know I used quite a few things from Spa Day. And then I think, yeah, I used the new like Strangerville plants that we got in an update that they unlocked from Strangerville. I used those plants for the landscaping, quite a few of those, but other than that, it is completely custom content free, so there's that. But yeah, it is up on the gallery. It's up on the gallery under my gallery ID, which is ChrissieYT, and you can also search for the hashtag ChrissieYT or hashtag ChrissieYork, or you can search for the hashtag SpringShell. I think that's the hashtag. I believe that's the hashtag for these challenges. I could be wrong, but the correct one will be in the description, like I said. And I'll also put a like link to the online gallery in the description if that's easier for you guys to download it that way. But yeah, so that's basically how you can find this build. I did mess around with the interior of this build for like, I don't even know how long. It felt a lot longer than it actually was when I looked back at the footage. But I couldn't figure out the layout of this place, since it's a very square build, and the inside of this, since I didn't want to like make too many separate rooms and all of that stuff like you would do in a normal house, I wanted it to be a restaurant. I mean, how many like separate rooms could I feasibly actually put in here and still have it look like a restaurant? So I messed around with it a lot, and I wanted to have a bar in this area, but it just didn't work. It just didn't work out with the way I wanted. I did want some tables to be inside first off, and having to put a bar in here as well, it just took up too much space. And yeah, so we ended up doing this with the one small table in the corner, and then this larger 6-seater, and then that one booth table at the back. And now this, just ignore what's going on here with this like divider thing right now. I end up changing it. I turn it into this with just the bamboo, and those dividers are actually from Bowling Night stuff. I used quite a few things from Bowling Night stuff as well. I just remembered I did use quite a few things from that to go with the whole mid-century feel of the whole build. I did go with quite a few Bowling Night stuff items, but yeah, it's just really, I don't know, I don't want to say it reminds me of something that's like ocean themed, since there isn't really any like nautical themed items in it. I think it might just be the blue and white that reminds me of a nautical theme. But it's very modern, very clean, very, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of something that would be quite relaxing to be in, I guess. It's not like dark and oppressive or anything. It's very open and airy, and especially with all of those big windows and the skylight that I put in the roof. I don't know, I just like how it turned out. I hope you guys like how it turned out as well. We've moved on to working on the outside, on the little gazebos. I did add these fans in. I always forget about the ceiling fans. It's something that I wanted in the game for so long, and now that we have it, I completely forget about it. Probably because they're not in the place where you would think they would be. They're not under like lights or anything. They're way like hidden in the, I think, in the miscellaneous like decoration section. I think they're hidden in there, and that's probably why I always forget about them. They're just in the most random place. So yeah, but when I did the gazebos, I figured they would look quite good there, since we are in Oasis Springs and it can get quite hot in Oasis Springs, so I figured it would be a good place to put them. But yeah, this video is almost over. It's not all that long. It didn't take me all that long to build, so yeah, I didn't even cut anything out of the video, so there's that. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and sticking around. And remember to hit the notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. I do upload new videos at least 3 days a week, sometimes more, but yeah, 3 days a week is currently my like minimum for uploading. But I do let you guys know on my Twitter and my Instagram. They're always linked in the description, but I always let you guys know on there if there's going to be a change up in like the schedule or anything like that. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, like I said, give it a like, and I hope you're all having an absolutely amazing day, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys.